What is up, y'all? Is what is up, y'all? Uh, Here to discuss the Champions League games that went down. Bayern Munich beat Real Madrid 2-1. Wasn't easy, of course. It never is easy versus Real Madrid in the Champions League, but Harry Kane pulls off a goal. You have Lucho pulling off a goal as well. Mbappe got a goal. It ended 2-1 with both sides having chances very late on in the game. Exciting stuff to see. At this point, head to head, Harry Kane and Mbappe, who do y'all have? I don't know who you could say is right now in better form. Harry Kane has been a little bit more consistent in my book, but Mbappe coming back, you can't. Mbappe, when he's in form, he is unstoppable. Where Harry Kane turns it into a different role, especially for Bayern Munich, where he's almost a false nine at times. You saw that goal he got for Lucho. It goes Harry Kane, Gnabry, and then Lucho. From there, he is able to get a goal for Bayern Munich and put them ahead at 1-0. And then Harry Kane's goal over there coming in from the wing, and then he's able to slot it just from outside the box. And right now, I'm rewatching this Mbappe goal. Trent Alexander-Arnold, perfect weighted pass. Yup, from the wing. It's one of the best plays I've seen for Trent Alexander-Arnold, to be honest. Coming in from that right wing, cutting into Mbappe just to finish it in. Amazing from Real Madrid. It's probably one of the better looking goals that I've seen them score in a while. Usually, what type of goals I've seen lately from them are more. I mean, Valverde was in great form. Valverde was unstoppable for a minute there. I mean, he was just bagging goals. There's nothing you could do about it. But the other type of goals I've seen are mainly Goulet maybe getting a goal every now and then, but I've seen mainly it coming down to Vinicius getting into one-on-one efforts and really trying to put his qualitative skills forward. So just really his technique, his Tekkers, moving the ball around and trying to get into the box, making quick cuts, and then going for goals in that sense. That's really been more of their tactic lately, and sometimes it hasn't worked for them. You saw just their previous game in La Liga, Mallorca, ended up pulling off a win against them. I was still a little bit shocked. I'm like, oh, wow, really? I mean, it gave me more confidence with Bayern Munich winning their game and going into this one. I think maybe that confidence did carry over. It matters. You know, you lose to a team like Mallorca, you're going into the Champions League, you're thinking, do we got this? I know that's a statement, but maybe you think different. It's Real Madrid, the kings of the Champions League. Truly, the kings of the Champions League. There's no denying it. There's no other team that has dominated in the Champions League like Real Madrid did against everyone else. I mean, the Barcelona puts up a competition with them in La Liga, but to be honest, they don't even touch them in Champions League. They have players like Ronaldo that showed up, and they have Bale scoring goals that were last minute. I mean, as an LAFC fan, here we go. I'm saying like there's that magic that you have when the willingness to win, to have players that no matter what is happening, they do not lose hope. They continue to believe. That's what Real Madrid brings. And if you ask any soccer pundit, they'll say, when you score against Real Madrid, what you need is to score another goal and then score another goal and keep scoring, because if you stop, there's a chance that Real Madrid starts to score and they cannot be stopped. There's a time sometimes where they look like it's impossible to stop Real Madrid. You can't stop them. They're just going to keep on going and hammering away until they keep getting goals, and it's all said and done. Real Madrid has another Champions League. Now, going into this second leg, well, I think before I jump into that, I want to talk about the super subs that uh, Bayern Munich has. And they have Musiala coming in later in the game, and they also have Alfonso Davies, which are incredibly huge for the team. Those are absolutely game-changing subs. The definition of the word super sub, both of them are players that would be on the first team starting if they were in perfect health. So now you're getting maybe players that can't go the full 90 right now, but they are willing to give all they can in the set minutes that they have. Musiala coming in and always looking dangerous in the balls that he is able to just get by defenders sometimes. It's they used to call him Bambi in the way that his legs look so small and didn't look like he had full control of his legs. But now he's older and his ability to get past defenders is shocking. He's able to dance. And sometimes inside the box, I've seen where there's three defenders in front of Musiala. He moves to side, gets around two, and then he ends up in a 1v1 situation where he is always looking good to get a shot off against a defender. And then you have Alfonso Davies, who at times looked like the best left back in the world. There was times in 2020 when I would watch him, and I had, without a doubt, the feeling that he was the best left back, and he was going to make a huge difference for Canada. I still think he is a huge difference maker for Canada. I'm fine with his minutes being restricted because I think an Alfonso Davies in the World Cup makes for a better World Cup overall. It's time for Canada to have a moment. It's going to be a World Cup at home for them, and having Alfonso Davies for them is crucial. Absolutely crucial. He is a difference maker. Playing in that left mid role as he does for Canada, he's able to get some opportunities and really put the opposition in some tough situations. And now that's why he makes him such a super impact sub over for Bayern Munich, because he comes in as a left back, but then he's able to work down the left hand side and create opportunities for other people. So if you have someone like Lucho going in down the sideline, you know, you have him. I think he's been one of the best signings overall just for Bayern Munich. One of the best signings that I've seen in all of Europe, because he has absolutely turned it up for Bayern Munich. And Luis Diaz has been absolutely amazing to watch. His link up with Harry Kane and just his willingness. I've seen him create out some goals. You know, he's close to the touchline, already looking like it's going to be a goal kick, and then fights for it, comes back in, cuts in, and sinks a goal at an angle that, like, nobody has a business scoring some goals like that. It's an angle where most players would say, no, this is not my chance. I'm not going to score here. Let me slow it down, dish it back out. But no, Luis Diaz goes ahead and puts forward a shot, and sometimes those goals pull off, which is absolutely amazing to see. And having Alfonso Davies behind Luis Diaz on the left wing, you have Luis Diaz pushing forward, and then he has the ability to start cutting in. Start looking at areas where you have a Musiala or you have Harry Kane floating in the box, and start to circulate in the box. And then Alfonso Davies pushes up, he gets the ball, and now he's able to swing in the ball. And now you have more attacking options. Have that penalty box loaded. And I think Alfonso Davies being in that almost hybrid of a role, like a left back, left wing back, pushing up the field and giving Bayern Munich that extra opportunity of another attacking person in the box or someone sitting at the edge of the box is something I think is very deadly at the end of the game, and is also why you see some late minute goals, especially when their most previous game in the Bundesliga against Freiburg. I saw Musiala and Davies have some link-up play where Davies is cutting in that it's dangerous. I think one of the best link-ups was Lewandowski with Davies in 2020. And now we can see some more of that as Davies comes back in with Musiala. And hopefully that he starts getting more of a link up with Kane. And early on when Kane came in, I started to see that link up. That link up was nice. It was good. But if I'm looking at this from a Real Madrid perspective, I'm going to take away that link up for Trent Alexander-Arnold was key, crucial to get Trent Alexander-Arnold looking for those assists, getting in good confidence, and starting to get assists like that. That is huge. That is huge for Real Madrid. You have to, I think the big goal for them is keep him in that form. Work to get him in positions where he's getting an assist. Because you can see that Trent Alexander-Arnold, he is a player that can change the game. He can dish one pass that makes the whole game change. Defensively, some think he's a liability. Understandable. Sometimes you see him tracking back or the plays he goes for. Defensively, you can tell his mindset isn't completely defensive. He's looking for attack, looking for switches, looking for a cross, a long ball up to the front, and that's where he becomes world class. He's not a world class straight defensively defender, or he doesn't have that defensive mindset to just be that alone. Just his defensive work makes him world class. It does not. I would say he's probably good, but not amazing. Where he makes himself amazing in a world-class player is that he is able to link up and give passes that change the game, whether it's a pass right before an assist or the pass that is the assist, like today, what he did with Mbappe. He pushed up further up the field, made a cut back over to Mbappe, leading straight to a goal. If you're Real Madrid, you need to capitalize on that. You also want to hopefully get Bellingham back into scoring form. He's a difference maker. Take some of that pressure off of Vinicius. Vinicius right now has been one of their big goal scorers, but I think you can't put that pressure on Vinicius. Vinicius thrives when there's other people working. There's other people scoring, giving that now you're trying to guard Mbappe, and now he's freed up. If you have just the pressure on him, he can do it sometimes and just put his qualitative skills forward, that magic that Vinicius has, that brasileiro magic, and really show jogo bonito. He has that ability. But in order to do that, you need other players to take some pressure off so that he is given that space, that area to perform. And it often comes on fast breakaways for him where he has it, and sometimes he's on target, and other days, it's like Vinicius can't hit the back of the net, and the tenacity's there. He wants it. He truly wants it, but it's just not happening. With that said, let me take a quick break and just mention Tekkers breakdown is happening. So right here, you got Tekkers breakdown right here. The first annual Tekkers breakdown day is going to happen. It is going to be in Covina at an indoor soccer arena. It's actually outdoor, so outdoor small courts. I don't know, indoor outdoor soccer arena. Yeah, so it's nets. You're outside. Anyone that is in the San Gabriel Valley, please pull up, register. If you want to compete in the tournament, put $20 down. Right now, we have limited amount of people enrolled, so there are still spots. If you decide to enter the tournament, no problem. Enter now. What's going to happen is you have a strong opportunity of winning $150. There's $150 that could be in your team's pocket. It's a 3v3 soccer tournament, so that is $50 a pop. So each player gets $50 if you win it. The odds, I've seen the competition right now. I know some of the people entering, they're not that skilled. So if you got that baller, that Tekkers skill that we should be breaking down, you show up, I think you could win it. It's a good shot that you could walk out with an extra $30 in your pocket, a hot dog in your stomach, and a drink to go along with it. So I think it's an amazing opportunity if you're out in the San Gabriel Valley area, or if you're just in LA and you want to pull up. This is free court time. This is time. Usually you have to pay for this. I usually pay just to go to the free court, get some shots up. Nah, This time, like, you could just come and there's all honestly going to be some time for you to just touch the ball, work on some juggling. I plan on doing some skills challenges during the game, and you could just take some time to juggle, practice, and win a few gift cards and maybe even some merch. I do honestly got a bit of merch that I just picked up. So y'all, if you're interested, jump into the Tekkers breakdown website, check it out. Uh, and I've heard that right now too, the other Champions League game, there was Arsenal that pulls out a win. Let me look up the score line here. I don't know if anyone caught that game. I was trying to catch some of it, listening, but it kept just it was holding at a 0-0 for a while. Let me see when who scored on the team. So Jokeres. I know Jokeres has been in some pretty good form, at least in Champions League. Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz is such an interesting player. Sometimes you're like, oh, man, this guy is not bagging goals, like he's not putting them away, but then he'll just show up in a big game. And I remember when he was on, what was it, Chelsea, and he was playing like sometimes he wouldn't be good, and then in the Champions League he was suddenly scoring. I know he has his Bundesliga beginnings, and then off to the Champions League. Was it I believe was it Leverkusen? Leverkusen he was on. I mean, was he part of that team? The never losing Leverkusen. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that team was good. The Xabi Alonso led team. I honestly think I liked the Xabi Alonso Real Madrid better. I think, I know Real Madrid is always a man management team. You're always trying to manage the stars. How can you get those stars to work together? And it's less so about the complete opposite of what Barcelona stands for. It's not always about the player. It's, I mean, arguably like a big ones like Messi, like it was about like Messi, but it's about the tiki taka. Can you how move the ball around? Look for the open areas. Look for the open space. How can you move the ball to create open spaces and find that person as they're running into open space? Always looking for that pass, 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 and look and look. Whereas Real Madrid, they have a different style. It's a counter attack. They look for that quick break, which suits Vinicius, which suits Mbappe. But with that, they run it through these stars. And it's similar to how my LAFC run things over here. LAFC, what they do is, here we go. We have this one too. LAFC got this one signed the other day. If you didn't see on the channel, let me see if I can get it up better. Yeah. I don't know. I am struggling with the. All right, but here, this is it. So LAFC, I got this signed from the match day against FC Dallas. Mark Delgado signed it, and Real Madrid, LAFC kind of have a similar play style where I guess that's what they were targeting, more of a counter-attacking style. How fast can you turn that corner, dish out the ball, looking for that pass into wingers to then cut in. Mbappe as a striker is a bit different because I think really you have to get someone, and why I think that goal worked so well for Real Madrid was because you have someone on the wing. Look at Trent Alexander-Arnold cutting in and then looking for the cross in for Mbappe. You need to have someone looking for Mbappe, and he has to be on the end of those balls. I would like to see Mbappe change his game where usually he has to be on the ball. He has to be dribbling in order for him to finish. That was a good goal today where you see a ball cut in, Mbappe finishes. I would like to see Mbappe change up his game to be more like an Erling Haaland. Give him the assistance in the box, he's going to finish. That's what you kind of want from a striker. He's not going to fall back and be like a false nine and start dishing out. That's not Mbappe's style. He wants to cut in speed and get a goal. Now, if he can add to his game where he's more of a poacher in the box, more of a person that distribute the ball to him in the box, he's going to do his best to finish that goal from there. I think he becomes a lot more dangerous. But where the challenging thing for that, and Mbappe doing that, is that he needs someone to provide for him. It's not going to be Vinicius. Vinicius is always going to be looking to score. He's going to be looking, I'm going to cut in, I'm going to look to score. Every once in a while he does give it a pass, but the majority of the time he's looking to score. And that's what you have with Vinicius. It's another attacking option there. And to expect him to always be looking for Mbappe and crossing in, it's just not going to happen. And I think maybe it's even better for the right side to be cutting in for Mbappe, someone to be assisting from the right, because then he's able to catch it better with his left foot and then bag away goals. We all know that left foot that Mbappe has is deadly. We've seen it in the 2022 World Cup final where he was teeing off against Messi, and you know how that turned out. Messi ended up taking the win, but watching that game was nail biter. Mbappe was showing that he is one of the best finishers in the entire world. I know he's coming back from injury, but he's showing that he's the way through. I think Vinicius, he's a little bit easier for Bayern Munich to lock out. He's a little bit easier for Bayern Munich to fix, to target. Whenever the whole team's not doing good, Vinicius is a little bit easier to handle. He did have his opportunities, but he's not as clinical. I think Mbappe is a little bit more clinical in front of goal. When you put Mbappe in front of goal, he's shooting. He just throws it in, and maybe that thing is going in because of just his quality on the pitch. It was exciting. I think this is one for the books. You have Harry Kane versus Mbappe. Let me know in the comments, who do you think is the better player or better striker right now? Who's in better form? Is it Vinicius, or is it Mbappe, or is it Harry Kane? I mean, I'm a Bayern Munich fan. Mia San Mia, all the way. But I don't know. You can make arguments Mbappe, but on this season, I think it's Harry Kane. Harry Kane has been in good shape, consistently scoring. Over there with Luis Diaz, both just putting in work and scoring for Bayern Munich. I think Harry Kane takes the edge in my book. Of course, I'm a Bayern Munich fan, but there's been moments where I could tell that Real Madrid needed Mbappe. They needed him to be there, either just not because he was just not available due to injury, or he was not able to show up in that game, and he wasn't able to. Now you can make the argument, oh, you know what, Bundesliga is easier than La Liga, which I don't believe it. I don't believe it. You had a team in recent history go undefeated in the league. When has that happened in La Liga? When did besides Barcelona, who is Real Madrid competing with? Atletico? When did Atletico last go undefeated on the season? It's only a few years back. You have to go to find Leverkusen doing it. Of course, Dortmund is always going to stay passionate and trying to push Bayern Munich to be that season where they say, no, we were the top dogs. And Bayern Munich is FC Hollywood, always trying to bring and stay on top. Right now, I don't want to jinx it. Knock on wood. I think they got it. I think they could win the Champions League. If they stay in form, I think the biggest threat to them outside of Real Madrid is going to be Barcelona. Barcelona with Lamine Yamal. You have Lewandowski up front. On a good day, those two are deadly. And you're not even talking to Rafinha. Rafinha up there, that's a deadly team where I think they could have won last season, the Champions League, the entire thing, if they would have just held the ball and, do some of the things that Real Madrid, and I think this is what differentiates Barcelona, where they currently are, and the dynamic they have, the culture they have, is they're willing to do the things doesn't matter. They're just going to win this game. It doesn't look pretty. They're just going to win this game. Hold it in the corner. They'll do it. They have no shame in doing that. They'll do it to win the game. Passing the ball back and forth in their own defensive half, or just holding the ball, not pushing it just so that the clock winds down. That's something that they do. Where Barcelona, especially with Lamine Yamal being young, is sometimes in these upper Champions League matches, you have to be unafraid to do that. Do whatever it takes to win. It doesn't matter if it looks pretty. Sometimes I think that holds Barcelona back, wanting to play beautiful football, wanting to constantly be passing, trying to continue attacking. Where sometimes I would want Barcelona stop. We're not attacking right now. All that we are considering right now is possession. Just stay in possession. Uh, and especially in those last few minutes, you're in the lead and you could hold on to it. Maybe wait a little because they're good at possession. That is one thing Barcelona is good. They could hold possession incredibly well, better than almost like a lot of teams, I would say, in all of Europe. One of the best to ever do it, and that's in their culture. That's what they do. So I would say that's the biggest risk right now, in my opinion, for Bayern Munich. Of course, Real Madrid. I'm not going to act like that's a small hurdle to get over. These are the kings of the Champions League. The kings of Champions League. I mean, they got the crown on their crest. You know, they're the kings of European football. There's no doubt about that. They've done it. They won the most Champions League. There are teams that are on days able to compete with them, but on that consistent year after year of success, no one. No one is at that level. They're on another echelon. And it's why you have to constantly be considering that when you're up 1 goal against Real Madrid, what you need is another goal. You cannot just sit there. You cannot wait, try to park the bus. I've seen Atletico Madrid try to do that against Real Madrid. And to me, in my opinion, most of the time it doesn't go well. It doesn't go well. Trying to park the bus against Real Madrid doesn't go well. What you need when you're 1 goal up against Real Madrid is another. And if you want to be even more safe about your win, you need another. You need to be 3 up because 1 goal turns into 2 very fast with the Real Madrid team. Their team, like, they could smell the scent of a goal in the air. In Blue Lock, when there's that aura that there's a goal coming. That's the way Real Madrid is when they score 1 goal. They score 1 goal. Their team is like, I don't know, they all just took espresso shots right after that. Just straight goal into the veins of like Vinicius or Mbappe. Just the goal in their veins. They feel it. They want another. It's kind of look charged up off that 1 goal. That's how Real Madrid works. They get 1 goal and then immediately they're looking for another. They could be quickly on a break and then all of a sudden it's tied again and now they have a chance to win it. I've seen it happen. I've seen it happen against Atletico. I've seen it happen against Barcelona. I've seen it happen countless times in Champions League. Players like Gareth Bale coming in and scoring bicycle kicks. Like that type of mentality is, we're never truly out. That's what Real Madrid has. That's what they have. That's what they bring in. And that's a dangerous mentality to be. It could be in the 90th extra time minutes. We're going to keep going. We're going to keep pushing. We are not out until the last whistle blows. That type of mentality is hard to face, and it's something that Bayern Munich has to really stay strong, push for more goals. It's going to be good at the Allianz Arena coming back, and in Munich, having a chance to have the supporters be on your side, and I think it's going to be an amazing one. I'm pumped up. Was it next Wednesday? Fast forward there. I haven't even talked about the games I'm going to today. I'm super pumped for that. I don't know, is anyone LAFC fans? I mean, I am for sure. Got my Mbappe Buonga. I got my Buonga right here. No, not that side. Denny Buonga. He has been going off in MLS. Absolutely crazy. Let me see if I can pull something up here for LAFC. He has just been, wow. With Sun Heung-min, they're pulling off something that I don't think the MLS has ever seen, in that they were pulling it off last season where it was some of the best truly uh, offense I've ever seen in Major League Soccer. And now they're doing it again. So let me go ahead and pull up. Here we go. LAFC big game today. CONCACAF Champions League. I am pumped. I'm gonna be there. Uh, the seats are good. It's my same season ticket seats, so I am pumped. It's gonna be LAFC versus Cruz Azul, uh, Los Angeles versus Mexico City today. It's going down. How could you not be pumped for that one? LAFC Cruz Azul, Los Cementeros versus Los Angelinos. It's going to be a good one. And every Liga MX game I've ever been to, it's passion, 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 passion. Always chanting. My season ticket holder seats, I'm right beneath the away supporters section. So it's going to be wild for sure. I'm going to probably be droned out trying to chant for LAFC. Dale, 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 black and gold. Drowned out. It's going to be drowned out by Los Cementeros for sure. There's going to be drums there. And, fingers crossed I don't get a beer tossed on me. I'll keep y'all updated. If I get a beer tossed on me, I'll let you know. I'll post on Instagram. I'll keep a tracker of it. But, it doesn't matter. Cruz Azul scores a goal, beer tossed. I'm right there beneath the away supporters. That's where my seats are. I've seen some horrible situations. Like there was this one time, this this younger, like I would say honestly, young teen. He had like a big fro. Like I'm talking like nice, nice. Uh, and they throw a beer, and you just see that fro just poof, like go down like a sad clown. And I was like, ooh, that kid was like upset, like looking up, yelling at the supporter section. That's the type of experiences I get. So I know this game gonna be turned up. It's gonna be turned up. I've been to Leon games, and Leon gave it to us for sure. Leon has given it to us. Man, anytime I see a Liga MX team come to BMO Stadium, there's a little bit of nerves. I'm committed. I think Sun and Buanga, the form they're in, put any team in North America against them, I think that we have a good chance at winning. I wish that we had Sun on our team when we did the Club World Cup. Honestly, back then, where was? Let's see if I got my scarf here. When we played the Club World Cup when LAFC made it, I was honestly wishing that LAFC had Sun now, like because I think we would have had a better effort. I think we held out against Chelsea for a long time. LAFC has been in good form. We beat just to get into that tournament. We beat another Liga MX side, America, which was absolute banger of a game. If you didn't catch that game, you missed a good one. Go watch the highlights now. Don't tune out. I mean, after the stream is done, then you could pop out. But LAFC Cruz Azul. I mean, it's gonna be a good one. I'm not even too familiar with Cruz Azul's players. I should really be getting familiar with who's the deadly man on the team. Let me see, Cruz Azul. Let me look at their stats. Let me see if I can also pull up my chat. I'm noticing I don't even have chat. I've just been going. So if anyone's putting anything chat, my bad chat. That is on me. All right, sweet. No messages yet. So we chilling. Let's go. Real Madrid pulling off a bit or a loss today actually, and Bayern Munich pulling off a win. Mia San Mia. Let's go. LAFC. Let's go. Let's pull up. CONCACAF champions. Let's beat Cruz Azul. It could be done. I think Los Cementeros, they're going to come in hard. This is a Mexico City team. They're representing Mexico at this point. And they're going to want to beat the Angelinos for sure. They're going to want to beat the black and gold. They're going to want to come with everything they have. And the thing about Liga MX teams is that they are physical, like uh, unlike in other MLS teams, where MLS they go for a little bit more of slower ball and pass it around, work the passes, and look for goals. LAFC more of a counter-attacking side. Flick the ball inside. I have a video I'm working on right now where I'm breaking down some of the tactics they use, with specifically using Son as a false nine, where he drops back or floats over to the winger spot where he dishes out the ball. He looks like he's in the striker spot, but he's really facilitating the wingers and players around him. I think it's really amazing what not Charundolo, excuse me, Dos Santos has done with the team. Mark Dos Santos has, from the beginning, I have complete confidence right now in him going unbeaten in MLS right now. The only team unbeaten. I saw that stat the other day. Dale, black and gold. Let's go. Like we got this. Cruz Azul. Let me see who we got here. Cruz Azul. Let me look at the players. It's gonna be a good one. That is for sure. Cruz Azul stats. All right, 2025, 2026 stats. Let's take a look. Let me see if I can pull it up actually for all of you to see too. Um, Pull it up here. Let's see. Cruz Azul stats. All right, let's pull up ESPN. Let's see what we got here. Okay, so we have Jose Paredela with 13 appearances, 5 goals. He got some danger there. Agustin Palavecino. All right, Agustin, 12 appearances, 4 goals. Nothing crazy. Gabriel Fernandez with 4 assists. Gabriel Fernandez seems like the most dynamic here. He's got 4 assists, 4 goals. He's a player you definitely got to watch out for. Palavecino, definitely a player we got to keep an eye on. And then, of course, Jose Paredela, definitely going to be someone you want to keep an eye on. I know Omar Campos, I believe he used to be an LAFC player. Let me take a look at that one. Sworn this guy used to be an LAFC player. See. No way, he was not. Am I just like totally out of it? I do not. Yeah, no, he used to be. All right, so they got Omar Campos, a former LFC player, so he's on their side. I mean, I remember him getting like a look at having some good games, some really good games. He picked up 3 assists, so he'll be interesting. See if he comes on. That'll be interesting to see if he comes on. Yeah, I'll be interested to see if Omar Campos gets some minutes. Nicolas Ibanez. I know he's a pretty good one. I've heard that name before. I think he's had a better seasons before for Cruz Azul. Let's see, Nicolas Ibanez. Cruz Azul. 21 shots. All right. Pachuca. Was he on Pachuca for a while? Yeah, Nicolas Ibanez. Yeah, he was getting some goals for Pachuca. He had almost 11 goals in 2022 in the Apertura, which I think is pretty good. Let me go ahead and go ahead and pause real quick, chat. All right, sorry about that. I had to take that one. But yeah, we're talking Cruz Azul LAFC. If you're just joining in, I got the first annual Tekkers Breakdown Day coming up. It's huge to me. If you are in the San Gabriel Valley area or in LA, and you support this channel and you support the mission that I've been on of wanting to tell untold stories in football, there's a lot of things that go untold, like that traditional media is afraid to touch. Of Ice being at a Club World Cup games and being there at public transportation and talking to a mom that's there with her son and trying to just enjoy the game with her son. Uh, in traditional media isn't covering that in soccer, and I want to cover some of those things. Or the FIFA Peace Prize being given out to Donald Trump. Uh, I think that there's definitely some reasons behind it, and I don't think there's validity in thinking that he was well deserving of being the first ever person to receive that award. I think there's been people that bring about so much more peace, and to want to bring it around just for him, and that's the first time you bring it around. I think it really shows that there's something deeper going on. And I like to take a look at that, look into it deeply, and understand it and cover it because I think it's important to cover. I think that many people, like news outlets, like sometimes, like ESPN or YouTubers, they don't talk about that. They're afraid to talk about that. But that's the spot I want to thrive in. That's the untold story I want to talk about. And planning on coming out with more jerseys. I rolled out a jersey actually for it's on pre-order right now. I mean, I know everyone's not going to want to pre-order, but I think it means a lot to me. I've given a lot of time into this channel, and it's been amazing to just really see a community forming of people enjoying the content I create. The last video got more views than I've ever had before. It's amazing feeling, and I'm motivated to continue, and that's why I've been taking big swings, big risks. I mean, if I'm gonna fail, I want to fail quick and learn from it. So that's why I'm hosting Tekkers Breakdown Day. The channel has reached a year now. I can't be more excited. It's editing. I remember when I started this channel for work, we were doing an annual staff meeting that was soccer themed, and I ended up editing a little soccer video, which I put the Waka Waka as the background, of course, as the soccer balls coming in, just to get people pumped up, and ended finding myself really enjoying it. I've enjoyed soccer for some time now. I used to play as a kid. Um, I grew up playing soccer where I used to just play for the snacks. Anyone ever relate to that? You just played for the halftime snacks? Is that only an American thing? Is that I don't know if that happens in other countries where you get snacks right after you played a game. Is that only an ASO thing where there always had to be a parent on snacks? As a kid, I only played for the snacks. I was not there for the football. I was not there for the tickets. I was only playing for the snacks. I would show up day in, day out, and then be like, all right, looking forward to Saturday. That's snack day. It's snack day. And then as I started to grow up, started taking it more serious, I started playing FIFA. That's where I started liking Bayern Munich. I knew of all the Premier League sides. I knew all my cousins, all my family chose Premier League sides, or they chose Barcelona or Real Madrid. I wanted my own team, some team to call, you guys don't want to play as this team, but this is my team. So I think about 2010, I started playing as Bayern Munich, and Bayern Munich became my team, and I started following them with the days of Ribery, Robin. They got the robbery. I remember Mario Gomez up front. You'll be like chanting for him to put in goals. What a name, Mario Gomez. And the robbery duo just in there, the Batman, Robin, dynamic, cutting in from both wings, putting in goals. Manuel Neuer, still Manuel Neuer. Just clapping for Manuel Neuer on that one and what he's done. I mean, gonna show up at the LAFC Cruz Azul game. I am super pumped for it, and I'm just gonna let you know that LAFC Cruz Azul is going to be a good one. I hope we pull out a win. Pumped for Bayern Munich right now. I think we could go all the way. I hope we do. Thank you all for anyone that jumped in, even for a little bit. It means the world to me. I have been growing this channel, Tekkers Breakdown. It's been a year. I'm going to be in Covina hosting a 3v3 soccer tournament. You know, even if you don't want to put down $20, I think you should. If you play soccer, you should. There's a chance that you could win 150. Just pay for your homies. Like, put down $60 and say, all right, like, just we are rolling through. We are gonna play. I will pay for you. You put down 60, you win. You get 150. That, I mean, I'm not like super numbers guy, but that is more than double a return on what you're doing, and you're getting a free hot dog. Each of you are getting a free hot dog. I mean, and then you get a chance just to ball out on the court. If you know there's not a lot of people rolling through, I roll with the vibes. I'm not pressing that. You know, it's a failure if this 3v3 soccer tournament is not pulling up with 12 teams. Nah, we're going to be playing soccer. It's going to be a good time. If you just know you don't got money, I understand that. I understand that completely. You don't need to tell me that I don't need it. I can't be paying $20 for this right now. You know, in this economy, I get that. I totally understand. Scan the QR code, scroll down to the bottom, RSVP, just roll through, grab a hot dog, grab a drink, and just come through to play some skill games where you could win a gift card. I really want this to be about community of football, and really just for us to talk about, you know, the World Cup is coming to LA. The World Cup is coming. I got my FIFA World Cup balls right here. Look at that. Costco, I believe, had them. I don't know if they still got them. I don't know. I heard that the small Uniqlos have some good stuff right now. I've seen some stuff about that. I've been wanting to check it out. I think it's like the mini clothes. So you know, World Cup's coming. I'm pumped, and I just want a chance for people to come together around a football. And sometimes in the U.S., it's always about either there's no in between of being an experience to just enjoy football in the United States sometimes, especially in LA. Just come to enjoy. And I want it to be that of, you know, just if you want to come and just talk soccer, you got a favorite team, you want to talk Real Madrid with me, I am excited to talk Real Madrid with you. You want to talk Champions League? Your team's Arsenal. I think you guys are gonna win the Premier League. Yeah, let's talk it. Like I think offensively, you need to be doing more. You can't be counting on a Havertz goal in the 90th minute in the Champions League. It's a dangerous mythology. That's a way that I don't know. I don't know if that's gonna always work for you, but I mean, you know, if you pull it out, like set piece FC need to be coming through a little bit more. I think like I haven't seen some set piece goals. I need to see more set piece goals. I mean, I haven't really seen that Havertz goal. I mean, I should be watching. Let me pull that thing up. Let me pull that Havertz goal up if I can. I do want to take a peek at that. But, you know, Havertz is not, I don't think he's someone you can just count on to be scoring you all the time. You need to get Gyökeres going. You need to figure out a way to get that man putting away goals. Like, he can do it. I know Gyökeres can put away goals. It's can we get him that assistance? Can Arsenal get him assistance? Is Arteta putting together a formula where he gets that assistance in the box and he's able to put away goals? Team Sporting, his old team, he should be playing and dominating. He should be the player that he's played in that league. He can do. If you're winning the Premier League, you got to be doing against a team better than against a team like Sporting. And that's just the way it is. That's the way I think it is. But you know, you always if you're winning, why are you mad? You can't be mad if you're winning, right? You can't be too mad. So that's the way I see football. You can't be mad if you're winning. I think Arsenal's got the Premier League in the bag. And at this point, this is the closest I've ever seen them in a long time. I've seen them go against Liverpool, go against City, and then it seemed like Liverpool would rotate turns, you know, being the team to beat them. But And Arsenal always looked like they were going to get it done, and then at the end they just fall short, and you start feeling bad for Arteta. And I think if Arteta doesn't pull it off this season, I think it's a whole new project starting. I can't see Arsenal still being committed to the Arteta project. It's make or break right now for Arteta. If Arteta pulls it off, he secured his legacy, and he's going to stay at Arsenal for a few more years, unless he takes a complete nosedive on the next season. I think Arteta's going to be there for some time at Arsenal. He's definitely built up a culture, and that set piece FC. That's like something that I think is, it works. It works. You mean how could you fight it if it works? Um, Before I jump off stream though, I do want to show some of the stuff that I got. I ordered more merch. I do have a video I'm working on too where I show off some of the Bad Bunny Super Bowl merch I got. Hoping to bring that one out too. I've been campaigning for Bad Bunny to do the World Cup final halftime show. I mean, it's going to be amazing. I got hats. The Tekkers breakdown hat. Got a few of these. So this hat here, if you want the Stress Dad hat, always cool. I got my World Cup pin right here. That's the mascot, the Jaguar on there for Mexico. You got the bags right here. I don't know if I want to pull this one out right now. Let me see if I got one in stock back here. Oh, I'm only opening an old stock one. I have one open it yet. You know what? Let me see if I got one around close by. I usually have one not too far by. I do have a hat out already, so that's kind of good to see. I mean, you already seen mine, but get yourself a Tekkers breakdown hat. I mean, it's simple, it's easy, and the idea is that I have a soccer ball on it, and this is the idea of the Tekkers logo. I'll break it down for you. You could see that there's a California within the golden soccer ball and the plane, and really just anyone that calls LA home, or if you call anywhere home, you anywhere in California, or if you just like traveling and watching soccer, you understand the early mornings, the late nights of going to games. The hat's for you. That's the type of person I want to be wearing it. That you travel for the games. You get up and you put in a shift to get to the game to support your team, and that's for those people. If you want that hat, see, I will go ahead and open this one. I'll go to fold it back up as well. I need a display one anyways, so I'll go ahead and show it. All right, so we have the Tekkers breakdown tote. It's good for groceries. I mean, have you guys noticed in California? I mean, we don't get grocery bags. You get the brown paper bag. It always tears on you. This is perfect for groceries. I've used it multiple times. If you want to put a soccer ball, it fits a full soccer ball. So just breaking down the untold stories of football, one story at a time. That's the goal here. That I like to cover things that people aren't talking about, like maybe talk about some of the history of football. One thing that I was interested in recently, I could show you guys the jerseys I'm mocking up right now. I'm excited for hopefully one day making them. I don't know. I started thinking about, I was taking this Coca-Cola FC class. If you guys have not taken that and you are like me, you love football and working in football just sounds amazing to you, like something you want to do. I think the Coca-Cola FC opportunity is for you, something you should definitely consider. Let me see if I can pull this up without. All right, I got my files showing there, but let me see how that looks. Yeah, so I mean I completed the Coca-Cola FC class. It was pretty awesome. I'm not gonna lie. I heard from quite a few different. Let me see if I can get this here. quite a few different people within organized soccer and the business of football, whether it's in managing teams, leagues. I heard from the NSL. I've never heard of that team before or league before. So they're another women's league that's forming in Canada. I've heard of the Roses, the Montreal Roses. I have to cop a jersey. That logo looks heat. Looks pretty fire to me. I'm in. I'd want to support Montreal, support Canada. I'd like to support a closer team with a better logo, maybe like somewhere like just north of Washington, so I could actually try to go to a game more feasible rather than Montreal. But I still think that Rose's logo is fire. Um, I learned about that. I learned about Matt Wolf. I mean, if you do not know who Matt Wolf is, you got to know. If you love soccer, you got to know who this guy is. This man is, I think, one of the most influential designers in all of North American soccer. He made himself the LAFC logo. So you got the LAFC logo. So this one right here, Matt Wolf created that, right? And then he's a designer that gives some classes in there. If you're interested at all in soccer design, it's amazing. I know I am. I like, messing around doing my jerseys. So that's pretty awesome to me. You have the San Diego Wave logo, Matt Wolf designed. I mean, two already logos I think I love. Two teams I love. That's partly why I'm a San Diego Wave fan. I think they have one of the best logos I've ever seen for a soccer franchise. It's amazing. They really captured the feeling of San Diego, where it's a beach city where many places don't even have AC. What you do when it's hot is you go to the beach. It's common for you get an apartment in San Diego. It doesn't have AC. I've been there. Or my apartment did not have AC, and my go-to method was, well, I got to go to the beach or else I'm gonna be sweating it out in a hot apartment. It's the way it is. That's the culture. That's the city. And it's about, he talked about creating types of logos that represent a community. And I think that's really what he did with LAFC. That's what he did with San Diego Wave. And he also was discussing things about, if you're going to create a jersey for a team, you want to create a mild jersey, which is usually your home jersey, that you have a set identity, and or you want to create a wild jersey, one that just looks crazy, everything all over it. Maybe your third kit, that's what you do. You do one mild, one wild, and so that you can push the boundaries of art with soccer jerseys, and then one where you kind of stay tame and true to what is your brand. I thought it was pretty awesome to learn from him. I think he's honestly so influential, and I did not know of him, and learning that, just that alone, I think made completing and hearing from him the Coca-Cola FC Academy worth it. I enrolled for the trophy. To the trophy viewing, and then I had some people go for me. They sent me a few photos. I wasn't able to make it out and capture that content I wanted, but I honestly think this thing is amazing. After it, you get something for your resume that you could just put in, and saying that you went and did this class and put in time to learn more about football, which is, for me, that's pretty huge, because I don't have much football on my resume besides being Tekkers Breakdown and doing this type of content for all of you. So that was amazing to see that I get something from my resume. And it's really, if you have someone that is 16 years old, loves soccer, and they want to play soccer in high school, they want to get more involved and learn, how can I continue soccer if I'm not good enough to make it at a collegiate level, or I think I'm good enough to make it at a college level, I'm not going to make it at pro level. This is for them to really see the opportunities that are out there. I think trying to go for a 13-year-old, they're still too young, of like, this is like already going into planning your career, what you want to do. So I would say, it's young adult, you just graduated from college and you want to get involved in work in football, I think it's good. I mean, that's what I want to do. I want to do more of that, so that's why I did it. I'm also planning on taking a class at Stanford. If you're willing to shell out a little money, take the class with me, take the class with Tekkers Breakdown. what I'm doing is I'm going to be taking a class on uh, the history of the World Cup, and then also um, the, the the business side of soccer and learning about that. So I have some reading materials. I got to hit the books for Tekkers breakdown. It's going to be an interesting one. So planning on doing that too. And yeah, I'm planning on going through that. I do have a few other items. I want to show off some of these stickers I got. It's all purchasable on the Tekkers breakdown website. Feel free to purchase. I mean, helps out a ton if you purchase. I mean, it makes me feel like that I'm not just talking to a wall over here. So I have that one you can purchase. Then I have, of course, you want to slap a Tekkers breakdown one. I have it straight on the laptop. You want to slap it on a water bottle. Perfect. Looks nice. Got another one in here. Right now, I just kept it simple. I got the Tekkers breakdown logo. You can pick it up. You see up close. You see the California, the city. About the people that are willing to fly, get up early, take red eyes. The craziest one I did, I think, was like Philadelphia. I flew out to Philadelphia, went out there for the Club World Cup, and then after that, the next day, I was only out there for one day, went out to Atlanta to go see the Club World Cup. I was super pumped over that one. Got this one, 25 on the back for the year I started Tekkers Breakdown. We're at a year right now in 2026. Slightly short of a year, I guess. It's technically April 10th when got the exact start. And then if you're into Dr. Seuss, if that's your kind of thing, I have this one as well. The Tekkers Breakdown, 1 fell, 2 fell, yellow card, red card. Like 1 fish, 2 fish, yellow fish, blue fish kind of thing going on. So, and there's always, you know, throw it on your water bottle when you're watching with family that they're not the soccer fans, and they're like, what does a yellow card mean? What does a red card mean? It's an easy graphic. It's an easy graphic for them to jump on. I've showed that to people, and they're like, oh, now I get it. I understand. So it's a fun one if you're like a coach. If you want even just to hit me up, I'm going to be distributing out some of these for free. Leave a comment. Let me know. I'm more than glad to talk to you if you just want a sticker. Yeah. Always trying to talk to people in the football community, people that love LAFC. Let me see if I got anything in the chat. Just I haven't been on it. But let me pull up. Yeah. So I got the Tekkers Breakdown Day coming. So if you're in San Gabriel Valley, pull up. It's gonna be sick. It's a free hot dog. You get a free hot dog automatically. A chance to win gift cards. You do not have to pay the $20. The $20 is if you want to play in the 3v3 tournament. If you're in that 3v3 soccer tournament, you have a chance. If you win, I mean, if you got that Tekkers, you got that skill, you're a baller, you could win 150. Now, the power play, I'm telling you right now, is if you know 2 people that are willing to play with you, buy the tickets for your entire team, get 3 spots. You get 3 spots, you spend $60, you could walk out with 150. And that's yours. I'm going to give it to you in cash. That is yours. You want it all. You got a free hot dog and 150. I mean, and if anything, pull up. Pull up. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a vibe. If we're not running a intense tournament, like not that many people are rolled up, I'll roll with the vibes. We'll play some music, give out hot dogs, and just let's play some games. So let's get some shots up. You know, if you're paying to play at an indoor soccer arena, don't do that. This is free. Just pull up. You'll be able to at least get a few kicks in on the ball. But definitely check out Coca-Cola FC if you have not. That thing is sick. You're going to learn about that guy that made the LAFC logo and a few other people. Just amazing stories. Let me actually try to show my jersey that I've been working on. I have one jersey that I've been mocking. I'll see if I can show you that one. I have one jersey that's already on the presses. They're working on it. So let me see if I could work and get that one up. It's a jersey just to commemorate that Tekkers is officially reaching 1 year. See if I can pull up this jersey. All right, we kind of are over everything here. So see if I can bring this in. Yeah, but if you're interested, pre-order the jersey. It helps out a whole bunch for really showing me that the concept, Tekkers breakdown is worth it. You guys like what I'm doing here. Um, I have people telling me that I'm crazy for doing this. Really taking more time. I decided to slow down with my work and put more time into this. I mean, I've still got a little bit of work, working part time just to get by, but I'm committed to providing all of you great content and continue doing great things, going to games, sharing that all with you. So here is my year one jersey. Where I started with this was I wanted to create something that had the colors of Tekkers breakdown that I could wear with pride when I'm creating videos, and hopefully all of you could wear with pride as well. Um, it I started with the center stripes, and you guys can see, I'm not a small guy. I'm a big dude, weighing over 200 pounds, so I'm not just, like I'm not built like a soccer player. If I had to say I was built like any soccer player, I would have to say Adama Traore. Because that dude looks like, he says he does not lift weights, but I don't know. I mean, like, he's the buffest person I've ever seen that doesn't lift weights. Like, what is he? He's doing bands. He's doing tension bands or something. There's no way that dude is that huge without being there. Let me see if I could get a Dama Traore up here. That dude's a go. I remember watching him play with. Let me see if I can pull it up. I remember watching him play with Raul Jimenez. That dude's freaking jacked. Let me see if Adama. I heard that they told him he was not allowed to lift weights. Like, that's kind of where I am. If I wanted to play soccer like actually competitively, I think I have to. Jesus, Jesus, my gosh. Okay, okay, okay. Like I'm like the light. Like like I'm the light version. Like Adama Traore, he's the guy. I'm the light version of that. You know what I mean? Like I'm big. Like he's definitely got more muscle on him, but no, yeah, dudes needs to stop hitting the weight room. I don't know how. What is he doing? What is he have just amazing genetics? Every time I see this, I get stuck on it. How crazily jacked Adama Traore is. It's freaking absolutely so. But going back into the jersey of where I came is the idea of uh, American muscle, and I'm American. I come from the United States, Los Angeles, born and raised. And having those two center stripes of reminded me of American muscle cars, of being, having that power, the grit, the willingness to commit to something like this, to grow a channel of um, uh, just being talking about soccer, of always just of traveling to see soccer. It's not easy. You got it. It takes a special mental fortitude, a special type of muscle of to keep going in that and to keep doing that. It reminds me of the American muscle cars that I loved. Those two racing stripes, dead center, front and back. You got them. You got the Tekkers breakdown down the middle, celebrating the 1 year anniversary. So you have the 26 on the back and the 26 on the chest as well. You got the Tekkers breakdown logo on one sleeve, and then on the other sleeve you have first class. So similar to how it says over here, Qatar Airways. You'll, instead of saying Qatar Airways, it'll say first class, and that's because I mean, who doesn't want to be repping first class? That you're the guy that's in first class, one, and then traveling, a rep for those people that are. I, I sit in economy, but the mindset of first class. You got to have that first class mindset. That when you walk into a room, you deserve to be there. You have that first class mentality. That mentality that no one could tell you that you don't belong. And that's part of the mindset that I want to cultivate here of creating a football community that is proud of who they are, and also that if you buy this jersey, it's a limited release. I'm only doing 50 jerseys, so if you pre-order one, you get one. This is you joining in on the brand very early on and making sure that you are part of the initial fans, the initial supporters, the strongest supporter group of Tekkers Breakdown. That you saw my vision and what I wanted this to become. I want to become a brand that's respected in the football community, and you see that vision. So you're the first class of supporters. So you'll be joining the first class. Welcome to Flight TBDWN01, celebrating one full year of talking football's untold stories. It's limited drop year one jersey. I think it's sick. Definitely, if you can, cop a jersey, pre-order, but you don't have to. Your viewership means the world to me already. Let's see. I think that's what really I've got going on right now. Got the Cruz Azul game later today, so got to start hitting up a few people to roll through. Cruz Azul LAFC. Someone let me know in the chat who you got, who's winning that game. Is it Cruz Azul that's coming out on top for Mexico, or is it going to be LAFC representing all Angelinos? Let me know. Who do you got? I think it's definitely going to be a good one. And Heung-min Son has just been in amazing form. It's absolutely crazy the type of form he's been in. See if I got a Sunny jersey here. So this one's hard. This is one of my favorite jerseys right now. So yeah, I have the Sun in Korean. I'm willing to sell this one. It is an XL, so if anyone is interested, I'm willing to sell this one. But this one is pretty sick. I got it outside of BMO Stadium. I don't. How are you LAFC and you don't got jerseys with Sun in Korean on the back? I do not know. That thing is gonna sell out within seconds, or maybe it's already sold out and they just never restocked it. I don't know. But I have a traditional Sun jersey, but that one, just because the back is in Korean, that one is incredibly a lot more hard. Sun, and if anyone's seen the recent games that LAFC's been playing, they are in amazing form. It's amazing to see. Sun is playing as a false nine. I have a video coming out where I want to discuss this in deeper detail and really go play by play of what Sun has been doing to make LAFC one of the strongest teams. I mean, they're the only undefeated team in MLS, so it's easy to say the strongest team in MLS. I think they really sent a statement to the rest of the league when they beat Inter Miami in the home opener. It was great to see at the LA Coliseum. I have my other. So I was at the game. There you see the LA Coliseum. Buanga and Palencia kind of popping out the ground. I like collecting these graphics, and pro tip, if you have them, bring a Sharpie, get a signature, just stick around a little bit longer after the game, and you could get a signature on it. It's not that crazy. It's definitely what you should be doing. I mean, don't get your hopes up that you're gonna get a signature of Sonny. Be honest, that dude's above just signing signatures for fans. I mean, if maybe he has a lucky game, he might. I've seen Buanga do it sometimes, but Sun Heung-min, you're it's not likely Heung-min Sun now. But you could be optimistic. I think the way Sun has been dishing out passes to the rest of the team has been amazing. He's playing as a false nine where he's sitting in the striker position, but he falls back into midfield, collects the ball, and he quickly turns the corner, sending off Buanga, sending off David Martinez off towards goal. Or either he collects the ball, goes out wide, and into the seven role that he usually plays, and he played for his career with Tottenham Hotspurs in the Premier League. He goes out wide onto the right wing, and then he's able to cut in across to people. And by doing those things, he got 4 assists in the LAFC's last game. So he is in hot form. I mean, all you could ask is maybe a goal to his name, but like 4 assists, anyone's going to take that. He's really just been assisting Buanga. Buanga has had a hat trick in the league in against Orlando City. So you have Buanga going off for a hat trick, and he's been just in amazing form too, and showing that maybe he's the most lethal striker in MLS right now. I mean, Messi is still up there, where I would say he's the MVP maybe from last season, but Buanga, son, I think they have a good shout of being that now. And it's going to be a good game versus Cruz Azul, the Cementeros. I'm excited to see. Hopefully, some of the LAFC former players get some time. I know it's going to be a tough one. I'm sitting right under the supporters section for Cruz Azul, so they're going to be dumping some beers on me, but it is what it is. Um, and yeah, I'm excited to see it. I'm excited to see it. Let me see. And you know what? Going back to Bayern Munich, I'm excited to see what they do too. So that's going to be a good one, definitely. That's going to happen. The next second leg. What do you all have for second leg predictions for Real Madrid versus Bayern Munich? It's going to be at Bayern Munich home, so Allianz Arena. Yeah, I think it's going to be a great one. And who do we have lined up tomorrow for Champions League? I think I got to take a look at that one. See if I can pull it up. Drop this down. All right. So tomorrow we got Atletico Madrid versus Barcelona. Good. It's going to be a clash. See if Simeone can pull it off. I think it's going to be tough for Barcelona. I think Atletico Madrid still the underdog without a doubt. Lewandowski. I don't know if he's back in. Is he back in? I think he's in shape. I'm curious if they're gonna have him in. PSG versus Liverpool. I'm banking on PSG. I just haven't seen it from Liverpool. I don't think they got it right now. I don't think it's theirs at the moment. I think I'm just seeing them exit out of the FA Cup against Man City. I think PSG is a more put together team. Vitinha is very good in the middle of the park, and they've had some good pieces. Hakimi is always great, and they have just a good coach right now over there at PSG. So I think it's going to be good for them. And I think PSG is going to pull through on that one. And if I had to say, I probably Barcelona, but I think that one's much closer than what I see PSG versus Liverpool. I'm thinking PSG gets the win, but Barcelona Atletico, that's going to be a close game. It's going to be hard fought. I think Atletico can be a very tough opponent for Barcelona and give them a hard day. That's exactly what Simeone does. He makes it tough on his opponents. And he never goes down easy. Those teams never go down easy. I think they still got Gallagher, Conor Gallagher. He's been like their guy for a bit. They got Antoine Griezmann, which is he's a playmaker. He can always pull off some. I think they have a few different strikers. What was his name? The Argentinian one. The Argentinian striker is Alvarez, Julian Alvarez up front. So that's good too. I mean, he hasn't really been putting away goals the way I would have liked to see him when I've seen Atletico play. He gets the opportunities. It's just he needs to be a little bit more clinical in front of goal. But those games are definitely going to be some good ones to watch. All right, and you know what? I think that I think that'll do it. I've been going right now for a little bit. I think I'm going on a little bit over an hour right now. Um, Super excited. I do want to also discuss San Diego Wave. Uh, they have been in great form. I don't know if y'all are watching the NWSL, the National Women's Soccer League. If you are not, you should be. The Women's Soccer League is where it's at as well. These women are turning up, and sometimes I think that they have more skill than Major League Soccer at times. It's kind of crazy what they do on the field. They are the best in the world. Where Major League Soccer, as great as it is, I don't think anyone's arguing that some of the players, I mean, except for the set stars like Son, Messi, and like the other big signings designated players, are the best teams in the world. Where if you look at NWSL, they are some of the best teams in the world for women's. I mean, there's Barcelona, but I think that some of the best NWSL teams compete with Europe. They compete with Chelsea. They compete with Barcelona. Um, and it's going to be interesting to see. Yeah, I'm super pumped. Good soccer coming. I still have. If you have not subscribed, drop a subscription because uh, I have planned to go to a World Cup game and I'm gonna record it all. I'm pumped. The FIFA sent me an email saying that I had some seats that were outside the stadium. You know, I'm all about here at Tekkers Breakdown. The other motto, besides telling untold stories, should be balling on a budget because I'm all about balling on a budget. Uh, if you want, like, find a way to spend a little, save a little, and that's exactly what I did. Like I said, I saw all the tickets going crazy, the prices, people paying arm and leg. Well, I just went for a package. I didn't go for the LA one; it was more expensive, so I decided to go to the Bay Area. So I'm going to be there at Levi Stadium. I'm going to be watching Paraguay versus Australia. Let me see if I can pull that up. I got a graphic for it. But yeah, I'm gonna be watching Paraguay versus Australia. It's gonna be a sick game. I'm super pumped up about it. I'm gonna be at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. It's gonna be amazing. I got tickets again, ball on a budget where I was not in the stadium. I was like, no, I'll be outside. Like I'm okay with being outside the stadium for my little tailgate experience. But let's see if blast this thing. So yeah, I'll be in the Bay Area. So for Paraguay versus Australia, match 60, I'm gonna be just seeing who pulls out on top. It's a good group to watch. It's the same group as the United States. So United States is gonna play Paraguay and Australia. So it has big implications on what happens to the United States national team. I did want to go to Seattle. I mean, I was looking at those tickets. They're rather expensive now, but so I'm all for balling on a budget. I wanted to go to at least one World Cup game. I plan to record it. I decided to go for the outside of the stadium, but I guess I don't know if FIFA, what happened, but they decided to move my ticket inside the stadium. So now I'm going to be inside. So I plan to show that to all of you. It's unlimited food, unlimited drink, and just show you the experience of what it's like to go to a World Cup. And I know it's not often we see a World Cup in the United States. So really just share that experience with all of you. And if you're a 49ers fan or if you like the NFL, you get to see some of the inside stadium, some of the club suites, or wherever I'm going to be. I mean, I'm not arguing. I'm watching the game. I'm happy. I'm just excited to be there. Thursday, June 25th, 7 p.m. I'm going to be out there watching the World Cup in the Bay Area. Let's go, yay, area. I was out there. I don't know. I've talked briefly about what I've done for work. I was a project manager for cleaning up tailgates for the Super Bowl. And so it was a great experience being out there in Santa Clara. I'm familiar with the area. I'm excited to go back. And that's why I was so passionate about Bad Bunny and why I've been advocating for Bad Bunny to do the World Cup halftime show. It was an amazing experience hearing some of it, and I think he absolutely crushed it there. And I want to experience that Bad Bunny performance without anyone saying that, um, that it shouldn't be happening, that it shouldn't be Um, you know, a Spanish speaking person should not be performing a halftime show where I know football fans are going to eat it up. They're going to love it. You know, the anthem for I think the World Cups that stands out to me is Waka Waka by Shakira. That everyone loves that one. She's singing completely in Spanish and you know, partially in English. Like so I think no different. Bad Bunny does the same. He has songs with English speaking people, so he could do those. And I think it really isn't a big deal. The World Cup fans are gonna love it. They're gonna love seeing Bad Bunny. It just makes so much sense to me. So I hope to see it again. He's on a hot streak, 4 billion views, and within 24 hours of his Super Bowl show. So it just makes sense. I was in the Bay Area. I watched the NWSL final as well. So the Bay Area has been pulling up and showing up great for me. It's a lovely place. If you guys have ever been there, it's fast paced. Everyone's on that tech job. I mean, you drive down the road in Bay Area, like here in LA, you see a lot of like different ads, maybe like lawyers, accidents, maybe like a movie every once in a while on the billboards. Over there in the Bay Area, it's heavily concentrated on AI. You can tell it's just the tech all over there. And I think they've been going through a good performance right now for their team, and Earthquakes as well. The Earthquakes are looking good. They have right now Timo Werner, and just the team's been playing really well. I think they're in a good position right now for the standings in MLS. I think the last time I checked, they were in third in the Western Conference, which is, you know, from what where the Earthquakes have been before. I mean, that's good. I think that's big for San Jose. And just to really see it, the team pull out like that. I know it's a big loss that they lost. Oh man, their player. Who is it? Oh man, it's not coming to me. Let's see. Uh, Earthquakes. Yeah, but they had lost a big player. He went to Nashville as a and he has been balling out in Nashville. I've seen it. Um, Espinosa. Espinosa. I mean, I don't know Earthquakes how you let a player like that go, but you know, if you're still playing well, you're third in the Western Conference. You can't argue with it too much. Maybe he's taking up a lot of cap space, and that's why they wanted him to go ahead and try something different. And you know, it's good for Espinosa to get some growth. I think over there with Hani Mukhtar, Sam Suric on over there on Nashville, it's a good combo. He's definitely looking good. All right, let me see where Nashville is actually in the rankings. I think he's been pulling off some good wins over there, Christian Espinosa. Yeah, no, I mean you got to tune in. Espinosa is going to be showing up today, Concacaf Champions League. He's going to be taking on Club America, so that's going to be a good one. Definitely. So, I mean, if you're an Earthquakes fan, I know it's sad to see Espinosa go, but if you want to support him in his career and follow him and see, you know, like what he's able to do, I think he always had quality. On Earthquakes, every time I went, I would think that he's the most deadly player that they had. So I think to me, he was the heart of the team, and to see him go was kind of sad. I didn't know why the Earthquakes did that, but you know, let me go ahead and look at Espinoza's stats right now, what he's been doing on Nashville. Yeah, in MLS 2026, he has 2 goals and 2 assists in 6 matches. That's pretty good stats. Coming in as a new player to a team where you're not expected to hit the ground running automatically, and it's going to take some time before you know you start to get in the swing of things. I think it's amazing. He's crushing it. Espinoza is looking good in Nashville, and I think that might be one of the best signings I've seen all in the all off season of MLS. I know that LAFC had a few, you know, picking up some midfielders that were strong, some loan signings. I think Inter Miami got a good goalkeeper, but you know, I think they still have a huge hole with the hole that Sergio Busquets left and the hole that um, Jordi Alba left. So that's why they're in a tough position right now. Um, and yeah, I think it's all looking good. Soccer is on the up. It's going to be a great year. 2026 is a great year to be watching football in the United States. It's going to be amazing. Let me see if I could um, think there's a. Oh, I want to show the mock jersey I've been working on. Let me see if I can pull that up. So I started taking that class, the Coca-Cola FC class, and pull it up here. We'll drop this. There. So yeah, the Coca-Cola FC class was awesome because I really got an opportunity to hear about a designer and be motivated to um, really learn more about design. And one of the things that I wanted to create was a jersey that I felt represented some of the things that I like. So I started using the football manager, like a live jersey creator. I think it's through like EAFC. So I started creating a jersey. Let me see if I can send this a little back. All right. See if I could show this thing off real quick. So this is a jersey I've been working on. I don't know if it's gonna come to life, if it's gonna come to fruition, but I'm excited if I can get it to become a reality, and be a real world thing for everyone to see in person. See if I can pull it. I'm trying to just sorry, just set this screen right. All right. All right. So here we go. That's a decent. And there we go. A little bit bigger. So the idea for the jersey in this concept jersey was the fact that I've seen the Atlanta Hawks. They've had MLK jerseys before, um, but I wonder if Atlanta United ever had an ML or like an MLK type jersey or like a one something like that. And I wanted to do an homage, pay some respect to, for right now it's been peace prizes going from FIFA to Donald Trump, and I had like my questions about the validity of like why the award was coming about all of us like so sudden, like it was never a thing before, and then all of a sudden it's becoming a thing. But I just felt like there needed to be something else where I could give an homage to, I think, a hero of peace in my mind. And taking the Coca-Cola FC class and hearing from one of the best soccer designers, in my opinion, in the world, in Matt Wolf, in what he was able to create with Nike, creating the LAFC logo, creating the SD Wave logo, and made me motivated to try to create another jersey. And what started my idea was the fact that Atlanta Hawks have had an MLK jersey for MLK Day. And, I didn't think I wanted to wait for MLK Day. I wanted to design something now to represent some of the things that, the philosophies, and really think about that. How can you make those philosophies come into soccer? And I thought no better way than using the word king, and being the king of the court. When you play your king, and then being creating a dream king for everyone that's out there that sees themselves as a king of the court, to continue dreaming, to continue pursuing. And that's what I've been doing with Tekkers Breakdown is to continue dreaming, to continue pursuing. Um, and really give an homage to that. I did the three stripes in the front. I did that because I wanted a cross diagonal stripe one of the camisetas negras in Brazil, which is they were one of the first teams that had in Brazil that had African American, not African American players, excuse me, but African players or players of African descent on their team. Um, they had Vasco da Gama. They had those players and they were playing well, but the other teams didn't like it. They didn't like that they had African descent players. They didn't have that they had black players. So the president made a big decision when all the teams decided to start a new league and said that Vasco da Gama could only join the league if they got rid of all their black players. So Vasco da Gama decided that they would not be doing that and they would not be joining that league. And Vasco da Gama, they're known for a large white diagonal band across their chest. So I wanted to incorporate that into the feel of the jersey. And then the three stripes, I think it was good. You know how much it means to the Black Lives Matter movement. And I know that's something that part of what Dr. King would have stood for, you know, standing for the rights of people in this country, in the United States. So I wanted to incorporate that, and that's really where I got this for. I really want it to be more of a bright, like silver, like gold color, and like this is just the color I'm working with right now. Um, and if you look on the sides here, let me see if I could go ahead and scroll to the side profile. I have the rest in power, not only for King, but also for the legends of the soccer game that made it big for black players within all of football. So if you look at the back, I have you could look at the other armband. I have the world right there outlined on the armband, and then Tekkers breakdown at the top. Power plus dreams AW. So by having AW, the reason why I put AW there is because there is two famous football players that are not spoken about, and I feel like they are an untold story within football. If they were, you have Andrew Wharton, as well as let me pull it up, see if I could get this going. But they are both. Let me see, Andrew Wharton. I'll read it out right now. Exactly what it is. So Andrew Wharton. Let me see. Andrew Watson. He was the first black international football player, so his initials are AW. And he actually led Scotland to beating England. I believe it was about 6-0. So he's the first ever black international player, and he's really paved the way and lived out the dreams that he had and didn't let his skin color hold him back. And to me, that's something I'm passionate about in the United States, of being a minority and seeing the way that some minorities are treated in this country, especially now with ICE being present. I think it's tough. It's tough, and I relate to that struggle. And I was, you know, looking for an Atlanta United jersey. Like, oh, I would like to have an MLK jersey, like a jersey that represents the notion of MLK, the dream of in this country of being atop the mountaintop, and you know, doing what's right for your community and the people around you. And that's what I want for Tekkers Breakdown, creating a community around football and doing what's right, even when it's not easy. So if you look at it, it's power plus dreams AW for Andrew Watson, and then also the first black Premier League player ever. So Arthur Wharton. So Arthur Wharton, initials AW. So both of them, Andrew Watson and then Arthur Wharton. He was the first ever black professional footballer in the world and the first to play in the English top flight, which is basically what would be the Premier League. So he's setting the ground for everyone to come after him. You know, both of them are what I would consider, you know, like baseball has Jackie Robinson. That's Andrew Watson. That's Arthur Wharton. But they're unsung. They're the untold stories within football. And that's the type of stuff I like to cover here on Tekkers Breakdown and just bring light to that. I have 63 on the back because that was the year that the famous "I Have a Dream" speech was given, and I think that has always given people the ability to dream, and to wish for something greater. And I stand with that. I, as a Tekkers breakdown, a minority within the United States, I stand behind that, of the ability of equality, and everyone being, maybe I got to add a quality somewhere on the jersey, maybe under the 63. Let me know. Let me know what you think of it. Is this something you would cop? I'm trying to come out with this jersey maybe sometime in the future. I gotta concentrate on the first class one, but it's a concept, and I think it's an amazing concept of bringing this together. And I would rock this jersey hard. I think it's sick. I think it's really sick. Let me know what you think. I think it's cool. With that said, I got to start packing up. I got to catch this Cruz Azul game. I'm so pumped. I'm going to start putting some stuff on Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram, let me pull it up. Follow me on Instagram at Tekkers Breakdown. I try to, I'll admit, I'm not as on it with Instagram as I am with YouTube. I mean, YouTube's my main platform. Love crushing it on YouTube, and providing great content for all of you. So let me see if I can pull up the Instagram. What am I doing? You could go access the Insta directly. Just look up Tekkers Breakdown. Um, uh, the website will pop up. Just all you have to do is go to socials. So you go ahead and click on socials. Also, this is where you're gonna. Let me just give you a rundown before I jump into socials and showing Instagram. Let me give you all a rundown of how you could RSVP for just attending. Let me go ahead and set up this so you guys can see it better. Let me 1 second. Okay. Okay. All right, let me just put it here and. All right. Yeah, so still got the Bay Area up there. That's the game I'm going to for the World Cup. Subscribe if you want to see that. Check it out. I'm planning to get the VIP experience, all you can eat, all you can drink. So I'm gonna share that with you all. If you ever wonder what it's like to be a VIP at the World Cup, I want to know, and I hope to share that with you all. I'm pumped for it. Paraguay, Australia, Thursday, June 25th, 7 p.m. It's been in my calendar for a bit now. I can't. I think this is the most pumped I've ever been for a soccer game, and I've been to a few soccer games. I've been to Mexico City. I've been to Japan, watching soccer games. I saw a game in Osaka, Cerezo Osaka. That's a game that I've been meaning to create a video on, to be honest, to talk about Cerezo Osaka. I just haven't gotten around to it. It's been tough, just putting in the time and starting to do that. I have to make a video about Cerezo Osaka. It's amazing in Japan what they've done there. Traveling and watching football, if you haven't done it, if you love football, you got to do it. Whether it's just a small trip, you go just somewhere local, a few hours away, and if you're already driving far to watch soccer, I'm sorry, but hop on a flight, go somewhere. That's the Tekkers Breakdown mentality, to have that passion, show up for your teams, and go out to those games. That's what I like to do. So let me show you about the tournament headquarters here. So again, I got the first annual Tekkers Breakdown Day coming on. It's going to be hosting a 3v3 soccer tournament. $20 to jump in the tournament for a chance to win $150 for your team. That's $50 per person. I think the really good move to do is you decide how much you give your homies. You put in the full 60 and then you get a 150. You know what? Hey, you guys, I shelled out the money. I'm taking home a 100, a crisp 100. You guys take 25 each. I'm taking this 100 home. And then you make $40 off it. That's sick. Or, you're the one that paid. You take it all home. Just come play some football with the homies. It's gonna be chill vibes. You come, you're getting a free hot dog. The first 40 guests are getting a free hot dog. I'm gonna pass out Gatorades and water, so you can get one of those. Planning on handing out select merch. The merch I got my stickers. I have my hat. You get one of these. Rep the Tekkers Breakdown hat as you are traveling. Got it right here. It's the Tekkers Breakdown hat. I also have my totes. Those are going to be there going away as giveaways. You can buy them there in person if you want as well. It's going to be at the So 5 Covina. Right here, you could RSVP as a fan right below. You could also review the waiver, register for the tournament, add it to your cart, check out, be ready to do it. Or if you just want to attend, get a free hot dog and enjoy football community, a day of soccer, we could be there. Pull out your phone, watch whatever Premier League game you're watching, put on whatever Bundesliga, La Liga game. They're going to have it playing there inside. There's going to be a bar available. You can buy drinks, come out there, support, grab a beer. I mean, if you're into that, if you're of the age, go for it. Grab a beer and just enjoy the vibes. Juggle the ball for a bit. I'm going to have skills challenges. You could win gift cards. I mean, I'm a big Wingstop person. I'm going to see if I get a Wingstop gift card or something like that. Maybe Target. I don't know. So, definitely RSVP if you are interested at all in that, and roll through. But I did want to show off the Instagram. I did say I was going to show off the Instagram. So here, I'm on the socials page. Just going to scroll down, go to Instagram, click follow. It's going to pop you up to the Tekkers Breakdown Instagram. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and click out of that pop-up. Let's see how much it lets me scroll. So this is the Tekkers Breakdown Instagram. I mean, I've been grinding. I still been posting. It's been some time. I try to put some effort and try different things out. Been really trying to pump up the Tekkers Breakdown tournament that's coming in, and I'm super excited for it. You all should come out. If you're in the San Gabriel Valley, if you're in LA, come out, pull through. It's going to be a vibe. It's going to be good times. And it's going to be a time for us to just really enjoy football and football community. I couldn't be more pumped. Let me see when LAFC's next game. So let's see. LAFC, of course, they got the Cruz Azul game today. And it's not going to be at the LAFC time. It's going to be on Sunday, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. It's going to be really fun. Make sure you follow the Tekkers Breakdown Instagram. I'm on TikTok as well. This is, it's always great to provide content to you. It really means the world if you can drop a like. Helps me continue providing great content and continue doing great things, traveling out to soccer games, recording close-up clips of Heung-min Son dancing. I don't know if I could play that one if it's going to let me, but that one is sick. That now I'm like blocked out right now, but you know what? There's some awesome videos of Heung-min Son there with me with the Trion da Ball. Some clips of Bad Bunny performing the halftime. Some breakdowns about the Club World Cup, but that's it right now. That's what I got going. That's what's popping. So yeah. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for everyone on the live right now that's been watching live with me. Just tuning in and jumping in and out. It means the world. Again, yeah, Bayern Munich looking on top of the world right now. And Real Madrid, I think they still could come back, but I'm going for Mia San Mia all the way. Mia San Mia. I'm gonna play the song I created the other day. Just one time. We'll play it through, and then I'll go ahead and wrap up stream. If there's anything y'all want to talk about, make sure you drop something in the chat. If there's something I did not cover, Champions League, something you want to talk about, what you've been looking at going on in the football. Let me know. Let me know. We got to cover it. If Tekkers Breakdown got to cover it, I'll cover it. Let me see anything in the chat. Let me see. I'll pull it up right now. Oh, here we go. All right, let's go. It's all vibes here. Bayern Munich taking dubs. Mia San Mia. Yup. If y'all to watch the game, who watched the game, let me know. Mia San Mia. I can't be more pumped right now. Bayern Munich took a dub. We out here celebrating. Here we go. Go. Olise is looking nice. Musiala looking really good. And the other one, it's just Nabry is looking good. He's playing as a 10, really floating around there. And I think this might be one of his best seasons in a Bayern Munich jersey, to be honest. Alphonso Davies is coming back. Harry Kane bagging goals. Not even just penalties. Some people want to criticize Harry Kane. He only gets penalties. Not today. Not against Real Madrid. Not against Real Madrid. Not against Real Madrid today. Harry Kane pulls off a big dub. That I mean, that goal ended up being needed because of Mbappe and Trent Alexander-Arnold. So you really, I'm optimistic right now for Bayern and Mia San Mia. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go into the next round. Next Wednesday, I'm in. I'm all in. Let's go. I think the boys got it again. Joshua Kimmich. And honestly, at the back, Manuel Neuer still standing on it, blocking goals, making Vinicius look like he could not put anything in the goal. That's the type of stuff I love to see. I mean, Neuer's been there since I've been supporting the team. It's almost, I don't really know a Bayern. I've only like where they've been playing and I've been watching like actively and watching live games. I've only known Manuel Neuer. He is my keeper for Bayern Munich, and to see him still pulling out performances the way he is right now, It's amazing. I honestly was nervous for him after he broke his leg, but to see Anoya pull out a dub and still hold Madrid with Vinicius Jr. and Mbappe on the team. And let's not forget Valverde. Valverde has been in great form recently, so he was a presence he had to stop as well. He did get one by him, but I don't think Trent Alexander-Arnold should have been that open. He should not have been that open. There should have been someone on him, and I think we just need to stay committed. Everyone in red just needs to get behind Bayern Munich this next game, and we got to go for it. But that'll be it for my Bayern Munich talk about Real Madrid. I think it's going to be a good game, another heavyweight clash. This is definitely a classic that we witnessed today. It's a good one. I can't wait for the next round that we got against Real Madrid. It's going to be a good game. Anyone's game. Real Madrid, one goal is nothing to them. They come back from those all the time. That is nothing. They got the crown on their logo for a reason. They're the kings of Champions League. But, Bayern Munich is the team that I'm supporting. I'm going all in on them. I think they could pull off the entire Champions League. They got the super subs, Musiala, Davies, waiting on the bench just to come in. And then Bischoff, did you see him perform against Freiburg? My goodness, those goals against Freiburg. That game, I thought we were out. I thought Bayern Munich was out. I was like, it ain't happening. It ain't the day. And then last minute, getting another goal from one of our youngest, in Carl. That one was crazy too. I believe it was Davies that put in that assist, and then straight to Carl getting assist was. I mean, you can't ask for much better from him. It was an amazing game, a comeback win, down 2-0. I think the vibes are right. Company's got Bayern Munich looking good, and I think they're right now, if not the best, one of the best in Europe. I think Real Madrid haven't been as consistent, but you can never count them out of Champions League. That is their competition. That is where they turn up. So got a lot coming up. Been super excited bringing all of you content. And you know what? I hope to see you all in the next breakdown. And, it means the world to me that you're watching. So see you soon.